All right, everybody. So, welcome to my very first. I don't know what I call this. I'm gonna come up with a name later. I'm gonna just kind of keep talking right now. It's kind of like the rabbit hole video diary video blog. Hello, a little bit of a behind the scenes, what's going on day to day, like when I'm not actually posting my blog, posting new content, new poetry. I just scratch the shit out of my arm. That's how a little bit nervous I am right now. I don't know. I've been sitting at the house a lot the last couple of days, and I've been feeling very unproductive. Even though I haven't been. I haven't been unproductive at all. I've been doing a lot of just personal work, a lot of energy work, a lot of mental work, a lot of meditation, a lot of just dealing with stuff because I've been coming to terms with a lot of shit lately. Mostly just I don't know how to put this without sounding really, well, I guess just like harsh. Just coming to terms with how alone you really are in the world. Like, as much as I have, like, my friends, my family, the people I love, the people I've met over the last few years, it's like I'm really realizing in lieu of, it's funny, I just read something. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's a book I've been reading about a guest I'm trying to have on the podcast in lieu of. Okay. That's not the name of the book. It's just something that was talked about in the book. There you go, buddy. I'm actually checking out your book. Um but in lieu of a lot of the stuff that's been happening lately in my life, a lot of the changes, a lot of the the getting off probation, changing a lot of stuff about my lifestyle, a lot of my dreams, a lot of my goals, a lot of the things I was wanting, a lot of my priorities. Doing it all for a very personal, selfish kind of reason. It's something you got to do sometimes just to do what's best for you. And in the process of doing that, and I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm being a little selfish, so a lot of people are realizing that, and they're starting to do a little bit, well, it's not about Chris now, it's about me now, and that's fine. That's same thing I'm doing. But coming to terms with a lot of just how alone you really are in this world, and how much you really have to do for you in order to really, I guess, make it all make sense to other people, because you can't just tell people what you want to do, what your plans are, what your goals are, and they're going to take that at face value. There's nothing happening yet. That's fucking crazy for them to want to do some shit like that. By the way, pardon the mess, the pillows that I need to replace with no pillowcases, the clothes over here down on the floor, all that stuff. My no blackout curtain, so I have my comforter, which would normally be on my bed, blocking out my curtain. Thank you, Caleb, for that. I've truly thank you, Caleb, for that. But and then my light that's glaring very bad. Sorry about that. But yeah, off topic like a motherfucker. Where was I? But yeah, just really coming to terms with how alone you really are in this world, because if you don't have it all in motion, people are not going to want to move with you type shit. That's just that, again, that's crazy to think of. So I've been really just coming to terms with a lot of that. I've been feeling very alone lately in the process, and that's, sorry, I just bumped the shit out the microphone, and that's something that I have to deal with. It's my problem. Same thing if you're dealing with that in your life. That's your problem. It's nobody else's fucking problem. But I've been dealing with that. Main content with the rabbit hole is psychedelic experiences, therapy, psychedelic drug use, meditation through that, a lot of that shit. Let's flash back earlier this week. I uh I decided to trip just to kind of get my head right. I've been wanting a good, the last LSD trip I had was it was for the rabbit hole. And if you haven't heard that, I'll have a link down below. Check that out. It's an LSD interview with me and my good friend Jono from the very first episode of The Rabbit Hole, where I was on 3 hits of LSD, and I was tripping really hard. And he came over and he interviewed me for the show. Go check that out. Like I said, I'll have the link down below to that episode and to the podcast as well. But this one was a trip I did for myself, and I took 4 hits of LSD, and it came on very strong. Came on very strong. I've been microdosing mushrooms lately to, excuse me. I've been microdosing mushrooms lately to just, it's a new experience for me. Try to see what they do, and with that, I haven't been using really LSD for microdosing. So through that, my LSD tolerance is probably down very low compared to normal because it's not part of my regular dosing schedule right now. And because in order to just real quick, if you're really trying to see what a particular substance does for you, you have to eliminate the other substances from the mix because the entourage effect is real. It's what happens when you smoke marijuana flower. That is why different strains have unique properties because of all the different cannabinoids, all the different terpenes, all the whole profile has an effect. It's the same thing with a psychedelic experience. Every drug will have an impact on the way that experience happens, as far as I'm concerned, at least. So in order to really, even with microdosing, the small little minute amounts, you really have to do it by itself to really understand what it's doing. So with that said, LSD's been out the schedule. But I decided to take 4 hits of acid just to really deal with this, like I said, this feeling alone thing lately. So with that, how do I put this? I took the 4 hits of acid and I really started meditating and I started closing my eyes and I really started thinking, picturing myself in I've talked about my mansion in my head on previous episodes of The Rabbit Hole and in my blog. This was more like this was just a big room, and I pictured the current frustration. This is my current frustration room in my head. This is my day-to-day annoyances, and I'm looking at them all, and I realized how easy it was to say goodbye, 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 and they all just disappeared. And all of a sudden, I was in this big open room, and finally, my head again was a clear, safe space to think. And I had a great time. All the baggage was gone, and I was just laughing, having a great time. Now, of course, through that process, the fun got the best of me. I decided to eat about 2.5 grams of mushrooms in the process, and next thing you know, the visuals kicked in real hard. And in between every, like, if you look over here where the dresser is, in between like this dresser and this nightstand, this open space was filled in with colorful geometric shapes with my eyes open, which was a very beautiful experience. And as well, that also for somebody who has never liked mushrooms that much in my life, I'm getting much closer to them in the last couple weeks, which I'm really enjoying. We're going to see where that goes because I really would like to bridge that gap back up. But that's what's really been going on, and I am sorry for the lack of blog content and writing content lately, and just the fact that my podcast seems a little delayed right now because I do have a regular job. I deliver bread. Like I've said, I'm not going to talk about who, what, where I do that for and what the situation is because of the content that I talk about in this podcast, the nature of this podcast. I'm not trying to, it's just a job thing. It's a professionalism thing. If you see me and we work together, shit happens, man. What are you going to do? I prefer it if you keep your fucking mouth shut. But my boss knows I have this anyways, but I'm sure he'd rather it didn't come back to him type shit. Just professionalism. So, but 4th of July was really busy at my job. It's the busiest week of the year, and I don't do fireworks. That's not what I do. So shit's been just really hectic. I'm just now catching up on sleep, getting back to normal. I appreciate the patience from everybody, and I appreciate the support from everybody. I'm going to try to keep these going at least once a week, maybe twice a week. Not every day. That shit would piss you all the fuck off. I'd get annoying. You get tired of seeing my face as much as people like hearing what I like to say. Nobody wants to hear or see me that fucking much. Not even me. But this has been really fun for a first little thing. So with that said, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button down there. Hit that subscribe button down there. You'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. Show me your support. Your support. Yeah, now I'm fucking everything up. Look at me go. Show me your support. Like, comment. Let me know if you like this little vibe for this. If this is a cool idea or if I'm just wasting my fucking time. I'll probably still keep doing it for a little bit, even if people tell me that, because you never know who might like it. But be honest with me. Let me know if this is crazy. And check out my podcast, my blog. I'll have links to all that down below. My podcast is it's called The Rabbit Hole. We I interview new people every episode about life, growth, and all things trippy, psychedelic experiences, just moving forward, doing better. Great conversation, great personal, just exposed nature conversation. It's a good thing. It's awesome. So please check it out, support it. Let me know. Let me know how you feel about that. Um, and I got poetry, all that stuff. Check out my website. Like I said, link's gonna be down below. I got a lot going on. It's like an art gallery for my work. So I really appreciate any support anybody can give me, and I'll see y'all. Thank you. All right. Oh, we're recording. This is kind of cool. Hmm. How do I start? Hmm. That's a great start.